Hello and welcome to Multiverse Tarot. Happy New Year, Scorpio. I hope that you enjoyed the holiday and you're ready for the new year. This is the January 2018 Scorpio horoscope and tarot card reading. This is good for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So this month I'm doing things a little bit in a different format, and there are going to be some more tarot cards pulled than last month. And I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. There's some really great stuff coming in the new year. And some of you have asked, I am using the Rider-Waite deck of tarot cards. Okay, so what does the new year have in store? Jupiter is remaining in Scorpio, so look to continue to expand your comfort zone this month. Last October 10th, Jupiter moved into Scorpio, and it will remain there until November 8th of 2018. The uncovering of toxic masculinity and the abuse of power began shortly after this alignment. Jupiter honors the truth, and Scorpio is all about secrets. Here in your first house, Jupiter is the planet of luck and fortune, and it is filling up that first house and saying that it is time to take a new attitude about wealth in your life. January 1st, there is a full moon in Cancer happening in your 9th house of higher mind, publishing, and long-distance travel. Travel, adventure, and fanciful dreaming or philosophical pursuits could be used as a means of escaping stressful situations and the struggles of everyday life at this time. Look to be contemplating the meaning of life, getting very deep and esoteric. Some of you will be traveling and preparing for a trip that's coming up soon. Others of you will see a door open and an opportunity to travel will rear its head, maybe for business sake. Some of you will either be publishing something or pursuing your higher education at this time. Whatever these mental pursuits are, look for them to bring richness to your life. For others of you, look for your religion or spirituality to come center stage at this time. You will be reading some very philosophical books that will broaden your spiritual beliefs. Okay, so let's pull a card regarding this. For the full moon in Cancer for Scorpio in the 9th house. Okay, and we have the 10 of Pentacles card. Okay, so this is you surrounded by these mental and higher learning pursuits that you're going to be taking on this month. Or this could be you traveling to a distant land at this time. Basically, the full moon is showing you that these are things that are important for you to utilize and to implement in your life at this time. So go ahead and delve into that new subject matter. Maybe there's an old book that you want to study, an old author that you want to study. Is going to lead you down something more philosophical, and it might not even appear to be that at first. You may think that you're studying some other subject matter, and it begins to get a lot more esoteric as you're studying it. Either way, look for this to be very important for you as the month starts out, of where your mind is at, what you are learning, and actually the desire to really learn something new. January 12th, Mercury is on the move. After being retrograde last month, this is a much lighter energy. Mercury is moving forward in your 3rd house of talking, siblings, and local travel. Look for your mind to be operating speedy and for your tendencies to go more extrovert than normal. You want to have discussions that you have shied away from before. You feel lively, witty, observant, and very intellectual. Also, look for the possibility that you will have a tendency to mouth opinions before all facts are known, thus landing a foot in your mouth. But this is a minor problem. Look for your relationships with neighbors and siblings to be at issue right now. What comes to light right now is a deep-rooted problem stemming from sibling issues. It is time to stop and examine them now. You could discover patterns that were created while you were younger, which may still be operating much later in life. Time to dig it up and let go of this old baggage now. Call your brother or sister and talk it out. This aspect could help you both listen to each other better. Now let's pull a card for Mercury joining into that third house for Scorpio. We have the Eight of Wands card. Okay, so there are going to be several places that you reach out, and in the ninth house for the full moon, which was previous to this, there's a similar energy happening here. The third house is about talking and communication, and there's going to be a continuing and a furthering of that intellectual pursuit that began on the 1st. But here on the 12th, Mercury is calling out and telling you to connect and to communicate. You're going to get into deep philosophical conversations with philosophical conversations with many different groups of people. You have an opinion and you're ready to give it. Okay, so January 16th, add one more celestial body to this third house of thinking, siblings, and neighbors. The new moon is happening in your third house as well, joining all the other bodies already there. Pluto, Saturn, the Sun, Venus, Mercury goes in on the 12th, and now here on the 16th, we have the new moon all happening in Capricorn. This is just bringing a spotlight to the new aspect of energy we were just discussing. This theme is here to stay for 2.5 years for you. The Sun, Venus, Mercury, and the Moon will be moving on. However, Pluto and Saturn will be staying here in your third house. Look to crave knowledge for the security that it brings to truly know how something works. Look for your relationships with your siblings, especially female relatives such as sisters, aunts, or girl cousins, to be worth examining at this time. It will give you clues into your psychological makeup. Comfort and security is sought through a sibling or a relative, or they may have had to become the mother to others around them during the growing up years. The actual mother probably relates more like an older sister than like a parent. Sounds like some complicated family aspects coming in here at this time. For others of you, look to examine how you talk to yourself. You become aware of the negativity. The new moon in the third is also igniting a desire to widen your career or study something new. Maybe even get a new business going. Okay, now let's pull a card for this, for the new moon in the third house for Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands card. Whatever this intellectual higher learning that you are delving into at this time, it's connected to your career. It's connected, it could be a second income stream that you're creating, but it's connected to your career, and it's a feedback loop somehow to what you're already doing. There's going to be a lot of looking out at the world and trying to decipher and understand exactly what it is you're supposed to be doing and plugging into right now. You're overlooking the things that you already have. Maybe you need to stop and be grateful for some things that you already have. And that is going to open a door that's actually going to bring in a lot of this new energy for you. Very interesting. Okay, so January 18th, Venus is moving into your fourth house of home and family. Venus is bringing beauty to this sector in your life. So look for this energy to lead to some kind of spruce up. Maybe you're going to paint part of the house, or you're going to get some new furniture, or you're going to do a bigger kind of an improvement to your home. It could come in small ways like cooking or decorating or gardening. What you are looking for is peace and harmony in your surroundings. An atmosphere of strife, tension, and discord will lead you to have to smooth over some differences that you have. Also, look for a desire to create long-term security for yourself with this alignment. Venus in the fourth suggests a positive family inheritance, both psychological and material. Now let's pull a card for Venus, moving into that fourth house for Scorpio. Okay, we have the Lover's card here. It's time for you to fall in love with your physical environment, your home, and you haven't been in love with it for a while. You're not out of love with it, it's just it needs something new. You're ready to bring in some new energies and to switch things around to make things so that you feel a lot more at ease. Also, if you were having any kind of conflicts with your neighbors, look for those to be over at this time. Venus is bringing beauty into this fourth house for you, and it's going to bring a level of stability to your home and family that you have needed for a while. Okay, great. Now, January 21st, the sun is on the move, and it's moving into your fourth house there with Venus of home and family. This is a very similar energy to the one we were just discussing. Venus and the sun are joining into the fourth at this time. The struggles to define yourself rages on the home front. You want to establish an identity that's independent of your family. The task at hand is somehow combining the two, acknowledging your heredity and links with family origin, yet at the same time developing an identity in your own right. Okay, now let's pull a card for the sun in the fourth house. Sun and Venus together, they're going to take away the edges of negativity that come with this, all right? The sun in the fourth house for Scorpio. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords card. It's time for you to really get to the bottom of some issues that have been bothering you in regards to your family. 3 strikes and you're out. You are not ready and willing to put up with baby-like behavior from your siblings any longer. This could also be coming from a parent who's acting more like a sibling. It's really about discovering that you're not exactly happy in your home environment. You didn't know this. You didn't know that you really need this paint job or this new furniture or this spruce up because you've been willing to overlook it for a while. But here it is staring you at the face in this brand new year, and you're ready and willing to make this change now. Look to go through a little bit of a shock within yourself as you realize that you don't like these things, and then you're going to set about to changing them as quickly as possible. Okay. January 27th, Mars moves into your second house of income and self-esteem. This is a strong energy igniting this sector of your life. Mars in the second will call for aggressive, assertive, and daring action in the pursuit of money and possessions. It could involve taking risks and chances to attain what you so desperately want. You are going to want what you want, and you want it now. This is a very strong energy. All of this energy could be igniting a new income stream. Some of you are launching that new business now. Look to spend some time and energy pouring into one of your skills And this skill that you have that you're not even fully aware of could actually become a drive into a new income. But it's important to stop and see the abundance that you already have, appreciate it, and see what grows from that energy. Money and possessions are concrete symbols of your power and your strength. But what you really want is to affirm your individual existence, your aliveness, and your vitality. Okay, now let's pull a card for Mars moving into that second house for Scorpio. Mars in the second house. Okay, so we have the Hermit card here. In order to take a step forward and to move into this second income stream, or to switch from one income stream to another, what is required of you right now is to take some time, put your head down, and to study the task that is at hand. If you're beginning a new business, this could involve getting all of your permits and everything in order to get that business launched and begin. But it could also be some legwork and some groundwork that you have to put in. So that's going to require you shutting out the world. And it's going to be difficult to complete this task because the world wants everything from you. So you need to lock the door and shut yourself away and really apply yourself, because you're going to have this strong desire to come out the other end a whole brand new you. And that is what is going to happen, okay? January 31st, there is a lunar eclipse in Leo. And this is happening in your 10th house of career, fame, and authority figures. Look for this eclipse to bring you a new career path or a major career advancement. This is a time when you will have many eyes watching what you do, especially if it's connected to your work or accomplishments. Finally, you have the energy to do what you've been wanting to do for a while. Really pour yourself into that career. Don't get stressed and overly intense about it. You will feel this energy intensely though. Stay focused, make lists, because long-term career goals that you formulate now will get you a lot further in life, add joy to your career sector, and you will see yourself finally having an attainable goal in mind. Now, let's pull a card for that lunar eclipse for Scorpio in the 10th house of career. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles card. The revelation that comes with this eclipse is the fact that you do have something to offer and you're ready to put your head down and get to work. This could be in your new job, or this could be in the pursuit of the new job. This could be a new creative project. This could be a new way of expressing yourself creatively. For example, if you are a painter or a writer, you now begin playing the violin or studying the violin. Or you're a painter and now you begin to become a sculptor. There are many creative pursuits that are very similar to each other but require a new skill set. So this could be you getting to work with this new skill set, or actually getting good at the new skill set itself as you sit down and repeat your work and get good at what you're doing. Okay, so that's it for the major alignments for this month. Now we're going to pull some cards on your general. We're going to pull it on, first we're going to pull a card on your health and your energy for Scorpio for the month of January. Your health and your energy. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands card. Whatever you put in is what you get back. There isn't a lot of reserve because you've been pulling from that lately. So it's time to look out at the world and to see what you can actually offer, okay? You haven't had the energy to do the things that you want to do. However, that energy is coming to you at this time, towards the end of the month, and you are going to have, first you're going to be assessing what you have, and then you're going to have the energy, you're going to know what actions you want to take, and you're assessing it, and by the end of the month, you're ready to kick that into actual action. Okay, now we're going to pull a card for your career and your money. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups card. In regards to your career and money this month, there are a lot of opportunities and doors that are opening that have been closed to you for a while. The fact that you have a possibility of making a second income stream is something that you've actually wanted for a while, but you weren't exactly sure which way to turn or what skills you have that are marketable in the world. Maybe you are still refining one of those skills and it's not complete yet. You don't have your degree yet, or you haven't finished your studies in regards to this subject yet. Understand that when you do, there are going to be even more opportunities that open a door to you. This month, there are a lot of key parts of yourself that are being formulated into your career and money, and a lot of energy is going into that sector when you actually haven't put a lot of energy into this before. It's taken care of itself and you haven't had to worry about it as much as you've had to worry about it in the last year. But you are in a place where you're exactly trying to figure out what it is that you want to do, and you're looking at all of the options. Towards the end of the month, look to make a decision, and you're going to be moving forward with one of those options. Okay, now we're going to pull a card for family, love, and social for January for Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. In the month of January, in regards to your family, love, and social, you want to be looked up to by the people around you. And as you look at and you assess your career, you're going to come up with a certain set of ways that you want people to see you, of how you want people to think about you when they even think about you. And there's going to be a lot of changes coming in that regards, where you are going to be demanding respect from people. There is no more time to take and waste from people who aren't going to see you for the things that you can actually offer to them into your life. In your family, love, and social, look to be a wisdom keeper, someone who has a little bit of wisdom to dish out to everybody this month. It's going to be not as busy in your social arena as it was last month, okay? All right, so now we're going to pull a card for your mind and your spirit. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands card. Your mind is locked on pursuits of higher learning in order to apply that skill into your life and to make an income stream from it. Some of this is actually requiring a degree. Some of it's requiring business permits and the proper business plan and skill set and the right team of people to come and work with you. You've been setting a lot of that in place, and if you're beginning your new business this month, you're going to have some returns on that, but it's actually going to require a lot more of your mind and spirit in order to get it off the ground in the right way. Some of you are going to be delving into a spiritual pursuit that's going to leave you feeling connected to old family roots. This religion could actually be connected to your family in some way. Maybe it skipped a generation and you're jumping back in to it's whatever this energy is. It's very happy. You are very happy in sharing your intellect with people this month, something that you haven't really been ready or willing and able to do in the past few months. But this month you were ready to take it out there and to give your mind a chance to go on a little adventure. Okay, well, that's it, and I want to say thank you so much for joining me, Scorpio. Please go ahead and come over to the channel and subscribe so you can get your video every month. Or if you feel moved, make a comment or to share the video. I'm going to put all 12 signs on a playlist, so if you'd like to go over to watch your moon or your rising sign. Also, some of you have asked me about private readings. I should have more information about that coming next month. I'm setting a system in place. And so I will see you next month, Scorpio. Happy New Year.
Amish Pura Filmwork.